Good afternoon, everybody, or noon, or whatever it is, noonish. It might be 3, it might be 2, it might be 4, it might be 4 in the morning. But whatever it is, welcome back to another week of Twitch streams. No, I'm not doing VR. I try different categories sporadically while doing these. Sometimes I try the just chatting. Sometimes I try Justice League Heroes. Sometimes I try Justice League and Justice for All. Today I picked the complete VR experience, or whatever that said, just to see if it brings in people who haven't been here before, that may be searching around. Oh, I wonder who's playing a Justice League game. There's no other Justice League options except for games that have basically nothing to do with what we're actually doing here. But it's Justice League Adventures. It's Justice League related. It's Justice League Adventures number 28 today. As you can see, it's a big robot or something, and a big statue. I think that's the statue of Superman that we see in New Kids in Town. And we got the Legion of Superheroes in this issue. This one is definitely one that I've read, I guess, within the last couple of years because, doing timeline videos and stuff for the channel, this comes up. Maddie did a Legion of Superheroes all members video. God, was it last year? I guess it was maybe, was it earlier this year? I don't know. It's all it's all kind of blending together at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was this year. It feels like it was last year. Anyway, for that video, I had to go through this comic also, so I'm decently familiar with it, and it's probably not going to wind up working with the timeline very well, but we will find out together. There's another issue. I may be confusing these, actually. There's another issue with Professor Hamilton. You'll see he's in this one, where a caption, I believe, says it's 2004, which is timeline-wise like when Justice League Unlimited is happening and ending. So anyway, we'll figure out what's going on with big old waffle neck here. We'll figure out what's going on with time travel and all that stuff in just a bit. What do I got going on in the chat here before we get started? You were watching Jay's reviews right before this. That's cool. He's a friend of the channel. Why be cool? Oh, I already read that. I'm not going to read that again, Bob. Are you going to make Sunny's character model ever? Yeah, we could do that at some point. I guess I will mention, as I've been doing the last couple of times, I'm going to be doing a character design art of some kind after we read the issue. It may be a character from this issue, it may be one from a past issue. It's kind of up to you guys mostly. I have the final say, but if you want to toss out ideas, options while I'm reading through this issue of a character you want me to do the model sheet art for, essentially, after this is over, let me know and I'll sort through them. It really feels like I have unrelenting fury over a yellow bat suit. Yes. Same. The VR stands for very R-rated. James will cuss and there will be graphic nudity. Maybe. Formal petition to make Waffle Neck James' new nickname. Okay. And the last video was great. Thank you. Yeah, I think that one came out really good. The Tim Burton comparison stuff. Views are coming in a bit faster than normal on that one, so it's good stuff. This coming Sunday, I'm doing a video in this same space here, inside a space heater is what I just said, on the Mask of the Phantasm sequel comic, Batman and Robin Adventures Annual number 1. Yes. I always forget which one it is. I think it's 1. It's a bit of a shorter video. It's not as deep divey as usually we do, but it's kind of a more surface level, broad topic, kind of trying to get some of those going so that more people find us that may be interested in our content if they find us through a video that is a little more broader audience than just what Static Shock episode happens in 1999 kind of stuff. Maybe people don't care about that, but they care about Phantasm sequels, and then they'll be like, oh wait, I do care about Static Shock Timeline. Thank you for posting that 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, well, we're going to switch over to the next page here. We've got Jason Hall is the writer on this issue. I couldn't find any sort of social media for him, but he also wrote the issue number 20, which was the Psycho Pirate issue, and that was a really good one. I'm pretty sure we all kind of unanimously agreed that was probably one of the better issues of the series. He's also written Batman Adventures issues, Batman Gotham Adventures issues, Justice League Unlimited issues, Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory, Ben 10, all sorts of kind of Cartoon Network-y comic stuff. Star Wars comics, Hellboy, all sorts of things. So maybe this one will be up to par with the Psycho Pirate issue in quality. Maybe it won't. We'll find out together. Drawn by Minescu. Again, if you haven't seen this before, I always show this up. This was his garage circa 2002 or so. Here he is with writer, what was his name? Chris Sakira. He wrote a couple of the other issues that we have read through. And then it's inked by Ty Templeton, who you should know, but if you don't, he did a lot of the original Batman Adventures comics. He was the artist on the recent Batman The Adventures Continue comic. He is in Batman Adventures Volume 2 with Dan Slott is another big one for his resume. He's in my headspace as like among Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, Alan Burnett, all those guys as like a crafter of the DC animated universe as it went along. So really cool stuff. He's the inker on this issue, which I remember thinking when I was going through it for Maddie's Legion of Superheroes video 40 years ago, whenever now is, or whatever, that some of the inks are recognizably Ty, and I was like, did Ty draw this? But no, it's Minescu drew it, but then he inked it. So it's kind of an interesting combination of, they both have very distinct, like, oh, that's definitely the DCAU art style, but I can definitely tell when it's Minescu and when it's Ty Templeton. See right here, this is very obviously Ty Templeton's art style. Yellow Batsuit is the best. That's true. He's saving the graphic nudity for his OnlyFans. No, Mac. I'm not. Although no, I won't get into it. I'm not making OnlyFans. I'd like a Reverse Flash model sheet from that previous issue. I might be too early for suggestions. Yeah, that is an option. He was on the big sheet of actual models that Minescu did for number 6, so that's a possibility. We could do that. Any plans for a Green Lantern the Animated Series video? Yes. Someone asked Maddie that on Twitter a few months ago, and he screenshot it, put it in our Instagram story as you can stop asking. We will do a Green Lantern the Animated Series. Will it canon? Officially, yes, we're gonna do that. He watched the whole series a couple months back, and then also I have been slowly working through it. But that's going to be, I think, the first Will It Canon after our story is over. I'm thinking I want to do some sort of kind of update style video of just the status of the story, and what's maybe little hints of what's to come, and then what, that it actually even exists, because we were doing those kind of once a month sort of way in 2019, 2018, and there's been maybe 2-3 tops this year, and they've all been kind of circumstantial, the one the DCAU timeline redo video, the sequel video that we did, has story elements to it, but it wasn't part of the plan for the story. We just keep adding in more and more story videos. But there is this 3-part finale that just keeps getting pushed and pushed because of the virus and us having to get together to film for that stuff. But we may be navigating that pretty soon. There's news of vaccines happening and being tested and stuff, but there's also just the fact that we've been putting it off for so long and we've all been kind of quarantining for a long time now that it could be doable for us to get together and actually do that. So, but either way, yes, that will happen. That is some sexy ink work. Mm-hmm. I had gotten up from my computer to get a glass of water, and I suddenly hear no Yep, no Max. I am a PC guy, in fact. Do drink water, Mac. We are 60% water. Your body is an ocean. Very deep of you, Tim. Maybe Nocturna. My suggestions would be either her or one of the Legion's villains. I don't think Nocturna was in one of the Justice League Adventures issues. There is that model of her already, so it would be super, super easy. But I want to try to pick one from Justice League Adventures. But anyway, let's jump into the issue so that we can do it in time, because at 3 o'clock, which is for me a little less than 3 hours from now, we have an interview Zoom call with another DCAU cast member this time. Wherever I am at with the art at that point, I will hop off here so that we can not miss that. Can you tell us how you met your wife? Is it a wholesome story? Yeah, I guess so, but maybe we'll save that till after the issue, because I gotta get going on this. The first week James decided to do models, I recommended All-Star. I got her last week, so I need to think of a new suggestion, be prepared for something really obscure. Well, I guess that means that you can suggest a character this week that I'll do 2 weeks from now, is how that works, I think. Okay, this is issue number 28, Future Imperfect. Star Labs, Metropolis, 3 weeks ago. How is your niece doing, Ludwig? The doctors can't really say what's wrong with Ella, but they don't think it's anything serious. Scientific and technological advanced research, that's what that means. So much for modern technology, eh? She's supposed to get more rest, spends too much time on the computer. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the cause in the first place. Perhaps if she... Look, Professor, I'm kind of busy fixing this supposed technological wonder of yours, okay? That's a little German there for a second. Yes, well, just make sure the experimental transportation device is up and running in time for the World's Fair, Ludwig. Yeah. Man, I hate this job. They're lucky I don't quit. It's just not computers I despise, it's the whole age of technology we live in. But if you want a decent paying job, you wind up working with it. Believe me, it's not by choice. I just want to live in the country on a lake, away from all this, no TV, no internet, just spending my days in a rowboat under the sun. Ooh! Wouldn't that be great? Ooh! Ah! Beep! All I know is that in the future, technology is going to be the ends of us. Ooh. And then suddenly this fella's face was plastered on every computer screen in the base. Called himself Percentage. Fort Bridwell military base today. He said something about it not being wise to rely on computers for our safety. Then the whole failsafe system shut down faster than a .com company. Oh. Batman, can you reboot the system? No, Superman. It's as if the entire network is infected with a virus more advanced than anything I've ever seen. Future Imperfect. The same thing's keeping me from disarming the missiles. Then I'll just fly the whole thing out into space and toss it into the sun. That is what Superman does, after all. Stop thinking with your muscles. This thing's wired into the entire facility. If you break the circuit at any level, Metropolis will be dust. And my tax dollars are going to this instead of new schools? I can try an antivirus, but I think the only way to avoid a nuclear holocaust is to have Kill Percentage disarm it himself. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Keep at it while we look for beep beep. Soups, trouble at the World's Fair. The Metropolis World's Fair, the world of tomorrow, today. A wondrous depiction of a future where technological advancement is integrated with society on every level. going hand in hand with our daily lives in a manner that comes as naturally as breathing. Oh, wow. Smell those Douglas firs. But that's a handshake some would rather refuse. Hey, the ride's out of control. Yeah, faster, faster. Snap. Foom. Nice save, Green Lantern. Looks like more trouble below. Bees! Bees! Get them off! Bzz, bzz. He must be here messing with all the technology. It's like he's a living virus. People of Metropolis, I am Kilg Percentry, and I am here to teach you the error of your ways. Kill Percentry? How the heck do you spell that exactly? That works. Let's ask him. Yeah! Smash! Yes, Hawk Girl, that is exactly how I feel about technology. Superman to Batman, we've engaged Kilg Percentry. Take him down and get him... Is that right? That's a percent sign, right? Am I crazy? Yes. Take him down and get him here. Yes, I am crazy. Take him down and get him here fast. Nothing I've tried has worked. And we've got less than 5 minutes before these missiles go off. This is the future you all so crave, to be at the mercy of technology, slaves to every new picture-taking cell phone, walking around brandishing your Palm Pilots like an extra limb. You can't bear to be away from it. You're addicted. And in the future, it's just going to become worse. Look what this infernal device, this marvel of modern technology, has done to me. Is that Ludwig? I thought he had walked off the job. He's infecting the transportation device. Perfect. It's opened some kind of portal. After him. Wait. Batman, Kilg Percentry's gone. Vanished. The others followed, but it doesn't matter now. We're out of time. Beep. I know, Ted, I know it's pronounced Kilgore, okay? You don't get to tell me how to pronounce things, Mr. Phantasm, Mr. Chasm. Calm the hell down, Ted, if that is your real name. AD 2980, the world of tomorrow. This is Kent Shakespeare reporting live from Legion of Superheroes headquarters. Though normally battling the likes of Mordru and the Fatal Five, today these valiant youths are playing host to the winner of the Legionnaire for a Day contest. Hey! Sorry, Kent. No more interviews. In you go, Half Pint. Whoa! Just a little stunt for the contest winner. We have to go now. So much to do, so little time. Bye! Wait! Slam. Scans show that they are the real Justice League. I don't know why that's my Brainiac 5 voice, but it is now. What the heck is going on here? We couldn't let those news hounds upload your image across the global net. Otherwise, we'd have a riot on our hands. Yeah, you're legends. Legends? What are we? Where are we exactly? I believe you mean, when are we? And the answer to your inquiry is the year 2980. Welcome to the future. And you are? The Legion of Superheroes. A group of teenage superpowered beings from all different planets working together for the common good. Superman and the Justice League were what inspired our formation. I'm Phantom Girl, Tina Wazo from the planet Bugzitl. Kid Quantum, James Cullen from Xanthu, an honor. I'm Brainiac 5, Quirrell Dox from Kolu. Brainiac? He's one of our worst enemies. Yes, and also my ancestor of sorts. And I'm Andromeda, Laurel Gann from Daxam. Daxam? We met freedom fighters from your planet back in the past. I know, it's well documented in my planet's history tapes. That meeting had great bearings on Daxam's future. And we're in Metropolis? So it survived the explosion? What do I look like, the Encyclopedia Galactica? I'm sorry, but we cannot divulge any information about your future to you. Your mere presence is potentially damaging to the time stream. The future certainly looks high-tech. Is your entire HQ run by some sort of artificial intelligence? Actually, everything in our society is automated by a global computer network. Transportation, security, communications, it's all linked. Everything? Perhaps Kilg Percentry was right. Who's Kilg Percentry? The latest loony in our rogues gallery. He can zap himself into any computer and make it go all wonky. And now he's loose in your time like a kid in a candy store. A living computer virus. Fascinating. Fascinating? What's with this guy? Officer Aaron calling the Legion. Is this a girl? Officer Aaron calling the Legion. Come on, someone's got to be on monitor duty. Yes. Go ahead, Schvon. We've got global net outages all over the place. Metropolis Spaceport is a sprocking mess. If this is one of Brainy's harebrained experiments gone awry, the NASA's gonna hit the fan with EarthGov. EarthGov? The Earth has one unified government? As I said, we can't tell you anything about the future. We're working on a solution, but we're short-handed. You science police need to keep running damage control. Grife. Whatever. Send whatever help you can. Aaron out. If anybody can figure out a way to stop this Kilg Percentry, my Brainy can. Please refrain from addressing me as Brainy, although your statement is quite accurate. Kilg Percentry would logically be attracted to the most advanced form of technology, which Computo can easily provide. Brainy, how can you put that thing back online? It almost killed one of our teammates. Technically, only 1/3 of a teammate, since Triplicate Girl is a car guide who can split into 3. But I have since revised its programming, so there should be no similar incidents. Oh, Brainy, sometimes I want to drop kick you to Titan. Sorry to interrupt your lover's spat, but since we can't have the Justice League running around in the 30th century, I thought a couple of new Legion reserves would be just the thing to give the science police a hand. Hey, check out the Justice League babes. Nice duds, gals. AKA nice no pants at all. Let's go. I should help too. You need to stay here. Members of the Green Lantern Corps aren't even allowed on Earth. What? Why not? As I said, we can't... Yeah, you can't tell us anything about the future. We get it. But why can't I go? Because I'll require your super speed for my plan, of course. Do I have to explain everything to you? Soon. Your boyfriend is certainly one cold fish. I know he comes off like he's all zeros and ones, but he's really sweet under that emotionless exterior. I know someone like that, although I think romantic entanglements tend to drive one batty. What do you think about love, Hawk Girl? Simple. Help! We can't stop! I don't. Crack boom! Hera. Don't worry. I've got you. Look at the future, Justice League. I was right. Everything is controlled by computers. You're all slaves. Wait, something even better just came online. Ta-da, lady. Oh, ta-ta, ladies. There we go. Bzz. Yes, defeating Kilg Percentry should be as simple as that, even for them. Simple? Mind filling us in? Now, this is the ultimate sin against nature. He's arrived faster than I calculated. Watch out, kid. Quam! Crack! Yeah, simple. Excellent. Kilg Percentry is in Computo, so first flash disconnect Computo from the console and take Kilg Percentry offline. Kid Quantum, slow Kilg Percentry's processor speed and encase him in a stasis field to confine him inside Computo. No! And finally, Phantom Girl, face through Computo to short him out. Bzz, spark. Oh! And thus, we have successfully defeated Kilg Percentry. Brainy, your idea worked. Of course it did. I do have a 12th level intelligence. And please refrain from calling me Brainy. You're beaten, Kilg Percentry. Now give us the antivirus for the missile failsafe system so we can go back home. And why would I want to help tech slaves like you? because I did a search of the history tapes. Your name is Ludwig Deitman. Your niece will be diagnosed with a terminal disease 1 year after your accident, and will then be saved by a new advancement in medical technology. Ella? What have I done? I thought you couldn't tell us anything about the future. Sometimes there are exceptions to the rules. Looks like technology isn't as bad as you thought. Though maybe we are relying on it a bit too much. Then it seems we've both learned something. Here, this will take care of the missiles. But there is no place for me in this world. Goodbye. Zzz. Blink. As it appears he has deleted himself. Though I wonder, great. Now we just need to hop in your time machine and get back home. Soon. Hey, the cosmic treadmill. I've used this before. My pal the Atom created this. Yes, well, I've made a number of improvements, as you'd imagine. Time travel is illegal, but I still tinker. Well, we'd like to stay and chat, but we gotta get back in time. Wow, my friends are not gonna believe this. 976 years earlier, Batman killed Percentry's gone, vanished. The others followed, but it doesn't matter now. We're out of time. Don't get your trunks in a bunch. This is what we in the business call the nick of time. Flash? How? Let's just say the future looks bright after all. 2980. Who is saying this? Okay. The VR processor is only running at 80% for some reason. It's been that way all day. Grife. Well, as long as the system isn't down, I suppose we're okay. But I wonder what's causing it. The end. Okay, well. Again, he does, this author just does stories about, like, dudes and their children. Like, terrible things happening to people's children. But that was pretty good, actually. I was not expecting a lot of it, because these kind of, like, gimmicky crossovers sometimes just tend to be gimmicky. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay, let's go back in the chat here real quick, and then after I get through this, we will go and read through it again to take notes, and then I'll draw somebody. So if you have ideas for who you would like me to draw, maybe someone from this issue, Killed Percentry would be a pretty easy one, or maybe someone from a past issue that we haven't gotten yet. You're both correct and crazy, Chasm. I'm hurt. Sorry, Ted. Not really. Kent Shakespeare looks a lot like Clark Kent. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, I thought maybe, for some reason I thought that was Mordru. I had that in my head for whatever reason, but I don't think it is. Oof, an end date, not canon. Yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute. That blonde kid is wearing Matter Eater Lad colors. Okay, we'll take a look at that. James Brainiac 5 voice finally makes me understand why Kara stayed with him. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty schmexy. Nothing is canon anything anymore. I'm competing with Data Boys. True. Multivac is canon. What was that? Multivac. I don't remember what that is. Remind me. James Leslie Tompkins is behind it all, but she has a goatee. That's true. I'm glad you watched the V and Fuso crossover. Booster is from the future. He should be on monitor duty. Yeah, but I think he steals Legion technology and goes back in time or something like that. I can't remember. But in fairness, I went live first. Oh, sorry, Mark. It's Tuesday at noon. What are you doing? I do this every time. You know this. Brainy's hair brain experiments may explain his hair loss. Ah, that's very true. Legion, also hi. Hi, Bat Knight. Welcome to the future. Here, try on some revealing clothes. Yeah, pretty much. That's comics for you. I like Cher's outfit. Hawk Girl looks like Dawnstar. Yeah, Hawk Girl's Dawnstar, and yeah, Laurel Kent for Wonder Woman. I like how becoming living data removed his accent. Yeah, I didn't realize that was who that was, so the whole time I wasn't doing the French thing. But as you notice when he fades back into his I brought it back. It's all good. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com. Holy hell, that's amazing. You know what else is amazing? Is blocking you. Goodbye. Hey gang, so far is this one canon? Probably not. Jon Stewart should have recognized Brainiac 5, and that's not going to work. I think 976 years earlier, definitely that's going to be a problem. I really enjoyed that. JLU Season 3 strikes again. That timestamp may line up with the caption of the start of STS's New Kids in Town, is what you mean, Ted, but it might. 2979, 2980, so yeah, it's the year after the Superman one. That's all fine. All the future stuff seems fine, but yeah, we'll figure it out in a minute. We need Brainiac 5 Hippolyta love connection. Yes, I agree. Maybe there are 2 Legion superheroes and a couple of years separated. Probably in Descendant of Clark Kent, I'd assume. Yeah, it could be, but I think Kent was his first name or something. You should draw Peter Griffin from the now canon DCAU Inter-Universe show Family Guy. Damn it. No, because we don't see him. We don't see him in the comic. I'm not going to do it. I don't know who you draw, but don't let it be Peter Griffin. Yeah. Brainy's sporting hair in this issue, longer than Far From Home, but shorter than in... Yeah, it's all sorts of weird. Yeah, it's the Nightwing hair trend. Got a phone call that screwed up the stream. Aw, man. Whatever this episode is called. Oh, yeah. Suppose? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's go back to the... Actually, I'm going to do a quick ad break. It'll be about a minute, and then we will take notes on the issue. So I shall be RB. Okay, we are back to take notes on the issue. Bob, I see you're suggesting one of the Daxamites. I would like to draw them at some point, so that's high up on my choices list. And yeah, they reference back to that issue. Correct, Ted. Someone else had suggested... where was the other suggestion? I'm trying to find it. There was someone else had said something back here. Was it before? No, yeah, it was before we started, basically. Oh, it was Reverse Flash was the other suggestion so far. But yeah, okay, let's go back to the start here. So, as always, we're going to take notes on all the appearances of characters, locations, and objects, anything that is not canon, anything that references in-show events, any references to time, anything concrete, which is like origins of characters. We know the exact episode they had their origin. References to pop culture, weather, and then everything else. So, let's go back into the issue again. We'll read it in page view this time. Okay, so we have Star Labs to start off with, and we have... this was 3 weeks ago. So, opening Star Labs. Oh my god, scene is 3 weeks ago. We have Emil Hamilton and Ludwig, which I think they say his last name. Although I guess we're gonna call this Kilpercentry. Kilgore. Because that's who he is, or ends up being. Okay, it's experimental transportation device. So let's do star transportation device. And the World's Fair, Metropolis World's Fair. Okay. Like how the monkey causes this to happen, turns him into, is that canon to comic books, Ted? Is that how Kilgore, is that Kilgore's origin? Is that monkey shoots a laser beam at him? We don't get to know the name of this general. This is Fort Bridwell Military Base. Fort Bridwell Military Base. Is Bridwell something from DC Comics? Bridwell. E. Nelson Bridwell. I mean, did he do Legion of Superheroes stuff? There's some DC stuff in here, but I'm trying to figure out if that's why they put him. One of the writers of the Batman comic strip and Super Friends. He also wrote the Inferior Five. Okay. He has been called DC's self-appointed continuity cop. How fitting for an issue, or ironic for an issue that the continuity is very strained on. So I guess I'll just put that in other notes. Bridwell base named after DC Comics writer E. Nelson Bridwell. Do you know which Legacies issue will come out next? Like which one? We're doing another 2019 set issue that happens shortly before Batman quits. That is the next one. I haven't read Kilgore's original appearances in the early 90s Flash comics. Okay. He did write for Legion of Superheroes? Legion. Okay, there we go. Bridwell wrote for... Okay, so he did write Legion of Superheroes stuff. I wonder if he created Kilgore. Nope. Okay. Why? This is interesting. He's a funny-looking little dude. Definitely different looking. I guess he's closer to this kind of look. This Silver Surfer looking dude. There's a lot of different incarnations of him, it seems. Yeah, I wonder why they chose him for this for this issue, but whatever. Okay, so now we're at today. Second scene is today. Now we got Superman, Batman, and Flash. Oops, Superman, Batman, Flash, and we have General. Let's see if I can... I guess I could call this Fort Bridwell General. There we go. No, Fort Bridwell. I don't think they name him. Okay. I'm gonna write just for the sake of just for the heck of it. Superman mentions throwing. What is this called or whatever? The whole thing, the military base. I don't know. See, this is one of those moments where this looks a lot like a Ty Templeton drawing, this Flash. There's another Batman one near the end there. I'm like, yep, that's Ty Templeton. So, like, inking over the top of Minescu, he still ends up with some... It's the details in the fingers. He always does the little finger, like, knuckle ribbing or whatever you want to call it, and then some of like the, I don't know, just the line work is very Ty Templeton. Superman mentions throwing technology into the sun. Just in case we ever want to do a video on all the times that he's done that, I'm keeping tabs on it. Stop thinking with your muscles. Okay, Metropolis. So we're in Metropolis, so it's not mentioned necessarily. Metropolis World's Fair. Star Labs, Space Race. Welcome to the Metropolis World's Fair. That's all that says. Okay. Hand in hand with our daily lives. Okay, it's going too fast, and the dude flew off of it. Okay, we got Hawk Girl and Green Lantern. So he's a friend of the show, or likely Alan Burnett from Super Friends. Silver Surfer, focus on Surfer because of that mullet. Yeah. Couldn't Batman White Knight be part of the DCAU multiverse because it has the BTS Batmobile? Sure, maybe. There are some connections to the greater comic multiverse of the DCAU. I believe that Kilgore was created to serve as an early 90s era commentary and advancing technology, so it makes total sense to update him and make him digitized for a mid-2000s take on that same concept. Yeah, I liked that. White Knight took a lot of stuff from BTA, so it's very distinctly its own thing. Yeah, the two-of-a-kind part. Are you talking... Isn't that the... is that the Bruce Timm black and white comic? If that's what you're talking about, we consider that canon. Why not? Parts of it does seem inspired. There's definitely some parts of it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Bees. Not the bees. Not the bees. Kilgore. Okay, so he says, I am Kilgore, and if it's just pronounced like that, why would Flash say Kilgore? How the heck do you spell that exactly? So I think in universe he is saying killed per century. But I don't know. Maybe just the way he says it is all muffled and weird. It's one of those things that would not translate to an episode. He's doing like a live wire kind of thing here with the TV. We got missiles. Technology, okay. Every new picture-taking cell phone. Okay, so pop culture stuff. Kilgore refers to new picture-taking cell phones and Palm Pilots being the new big things. Yeah. Did I hyphenate that for some reason? No. Okay. Picture taking cell phones. Yeah. Palm Pilots. Okay. Oh, I totally missed as sometimes I'm reading this stuff and it doesn't actually like click in my head what they're saying. I'm just trying to do the voice. Is that Ludwig? Like that we've known since the start. I should have been doing the voice. Oh well. It's too late now. I'm not going to go back and do it again. The transportation device. Okay. Some kind of portal. Okay. Now we're in 2980. So, Justice League is transported to the year 2980. We have Legion of Superheroes. Legion of Superheroes base, which would I know that has an actual name. Legion of Superheroes base. Oh, it's just Legion headquarters. Legion of Superheroes headquarters. Okay. Headquarters. The clubhouse I think is a different thing. I know we've looked this up before. But this was it was modeled after the rocket ship. This definitely looks like a rocket ship. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna call this Legion of Superheroes Clubhouse. I think that's the clubhouse, the headquarters, the other. Ah, man, there's something else that's on a different a different planet or a different place or something. Okay, Kent Shakespeare. Although I will put Legion era Superman statue. Kent Shakespeare. Mordrew and Fatal 5 are mentioned. So Mordrew is mentioned, and the Fatal 5 are mentioned. Oh, Daily Planet. Okay. Daily Planet is mentioned. Like how it's the exact same logo, and like there's still the Daily Planet in Legion of Superheroes time. I guess that's a good indicator of like, oh cool, like they survived after Destroyer, after the building got exploded in Destroyer. I was just about to look up what the interlac here was, but I'm pretty sure this just says Kent Shakespeare and then Legion of Superheroes down here. I'm so confident in that, in fact, that I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to look it up. Okay, so they say their names in a minute, so I'm going to wait till that because I don't want to get it wrong. This is a camera, I believe, this little floaty thing here. So let's do Legion era video cameras. Did I count Wonder Woman before? I don't think I did. So Wonder Woman. Yep, definitely the video camera here. Yep, and she destroys it. Wow. She could have just turned it off. Wow, a way to destroy a camera, man. Okay, the global net is mentioned. That's like the internet. Global net, I assume anyway. And then something else will be mentioned here in a minute. Okay, this is the year 2980. Welcome to the future. Alright, so got all these Legion of Superheroes guys here. So, oh my god. I'm gonna be a failure to you guys by not remembering who some of these are. God damn. Legion of Superhero. You know, we did a whole video about this. I'm gonna reference that. We talk about this right in that moment. Legion of Superheroes. This one. Watch it, please. My name is Legion, for we are many. No one bought the, no one has purchased the What I Really Need Are Leg Ions shirt. Where is it? Come on. You know. What I really need, this one. This is a shirt that we sell in the store. You could have got it on Black Monday, but it's not there or I mean it is there, but it's not as cheap as it was. Okay. Andromeda, that's who I couldn't think of Andromeda's name. Andromeda, Phantom Girl, Brainiac 5, and god damn it, Kid Quantum. Jesus, I'm not awake yet. I've had a Red Bull and what did I eat? Pizza. So you know, healthy for brain, do good things. Let's see. Two of a Kind was the name of a show that starred the Olsen twins. That's also true. James, I'm excited to see Bruce Timm's new Batman movie. Yeah, me too. Well, for one, the ventriloquist was black and white knight, so I don't think that would work for the DCAU unless you want to make Arnold a racist. Arnold a Racist? Why would he be racist? Reverse Vertiligo. Hey, it's me, Yaddle. Hey, Yaddle. James, you should draw either Wonder Woman and her Legion disguise, or Shieran with her Legion disguise. That is a possibility, yes. Yo, what's up? What's up, Boudreaux Kevin02? I'm doing okay. Mordrew, the wizard guy from JLU, is he normally a Legion villain? Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Saturn Girl, Cosmic Boy, and some others. I've been wanting to get some kind of your merch, but my mom won't let me. Yeah, you can ask Santa. Yeah, yes, you are correct to keep Epilogue a secret. And yeah. All right. But what in the world? Yeah. Maddie talking about Brainiac 5's hair. Looks like Nightwing's. Ultra Boy. There we go. And then there's Phantom Growing. There's Chameleon Boy. There's Saturn Girl. There's Cosmic Boy. Dream Girl. Okay. See, why do the research again when we've already done it? Shadow Lass. Lightning Lad. And Light Lass. Bouncing Boy. And Triplicate Girl. I think that's it. Okay. Oh god. Triplicate Girl. Okay. Lots of appearances there. I'm gonna keep that open just in case. All different planets. Okay. Big Zittle. Is mentioned. And Larvox of Sputa. Kid Quantum from Xanthu. I feel like that was also in another comic or something. And Kolu is mentioned. Okay. So, timeline stuff. Green Lantern. Well, no, I guess this is not really timeline clues. This is non-canon stuff. So, Green Lantern meets Brainiac 5 and the Legion of Superheroes. Here, no memory wipe. Doesn't know who they are in JLU. Okay. Brainiac is mentioned, like the actual Brainiac. Ultra Boy, like Ultraman. No. I see what you're talking about. I think it's unrelated. I'd have better luck convincing Santa than my mom. Lightning Lad, yes. There is a lot of boys, girls, lads, and lasses in the Legion, and so those are good guesses. Yeah. Green Lantern says some stuff. Andromeda, Laurel Gann from Daxam. Oh no! I didn't mean to close out of the spreadsheet. No, not that one. There we go. Although you guys could take a look at this is my list of capstone books that I've been purchasing one by one or 4 by 4. The green ones are the ones that I've got. The orange ones are on the way. This is a giant list. This is every one of the, at least as far as I'm aware, every one of the capstone releases of DCAU style books. And I am growing my collections slowly but surely. Over the last few weeks because I wanna, so leave me alone. Back to the issue. There we go. Okay, what I was trying to do here, what was the code? Daxam mentioned. The other timeline clues. Hawk Girl recalls meeting the Daxamites in issue, I think it was number 3. Is that right? The Star Lost Daxam. Yes, okay. So this is part of the same continuity as that, at least. We're in Metropolis. Encyclopedia Galactica. Encyclopedia Galactica. Bears beats Encyclopedia Galactica. I'm sorry, but we cannot divulge any information about the future. Automated by a global computer network. Transportation security is all linked. Everything. Yes. Siobhan Aaron? Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, Siobhan with an H. Okay, so Siobhan Aaron. It's too bad that this is probably going to turn out to not be canon, or it already has, basically, because introducing some of these characters is pretty cool. Expanding the loshness of the world. We've got Global Net. Metropolis Spaceport is a sprocking mess. Okay, Metropolis Spaceport mentioned. I like how, I mean, I guess on the cover, I guess the cover is accurate. They do fight, what's his face? Whatever they called it. The computer thing. But it looked a lot more violent on the cover. EarthGov. That is a character mentioned. One unified Earth government. Science Police, which she's a member of, so I'm not going to say it's mentioned. It's there. Computo. What is the cardboard box computer that Cartman pretends to be? That's what this reminds me of. Someone could mention this to me in the chat. I don't remember what it's called. Computo. Is boy girl lad last in the issue? You're thinking of girl boy lad last. Last lad girl boy is the best Legionnaire. That's right, I just confused them. It's a controversial topic, lad and lass. Jason Todd exists in the DCAU. I'm mad that the Batman Who Laughs doesn't. Well, he may be brought into the comic eventually if they continue, the adventures continue. Great British Empire will rise again. Of course, where do you think the unified EarthGov is located? In the center of the Neo-British Empire. James, you have said that your wife watches anime. What kind, genres, and do you watch anime? Yeah, not as much as she does, not as religiously. She got me into it with Full Metal Alchemist, which is great. And then we've also watched a decent number of other ones. I guess if you count Avatar, then yeah. There's also, we've watched a lot of My Hero Academia. What's it called? Trigun, not Trigon, not Raven's dad, but Trigun, the guy. We've watched some of Inuyasha, but I wasn't really into it, so we kind of stopped watching it. But she watches like Fruits Basket and all these, more girly, like, oh, I'm the high school. It's the high school drama kind of stuff on like Crunchyroll and whatever. And my wife and I met in 6th grade. Didn't start dating till right after high school. We were in marching band and band together all throughout middle school, high school. Good friends, then became more than friends. And then we got married in 2014. So that's the short version. It's Computo with an M. Oh, did I just put Caputo? I sure did. Computo, is that better? Hey James, I've meant to ask this since forever. Why is the WTDB logo of the J Watchtower upside down? Because, let me show you. Let's see, Watchtower database logo. Even though I have it on my computer, but this is faster. So it is a W for one. You could also see it as WDW. D, lowercase d, lowercase b for WDB. And then it's just a cool looking shape. Those are the answers. It's not as obvious as it could be, but I enjoy that it is just an upside down watchtower to most people. Design porn, yes. The long version involves 4 clowns getting kidnapped from the supermarket in Eastern China. That's Bob, I told you not to tell anybody about that. I thought we agreed. I paid you, I believe, to not reveal that information. So next time, watch yourself, or you will no longer be a Discord mod, my friend. What else is in here? No one's gonna tell me what the Cartman robot. Awesome-o. Thank you, internet, and not my chat friends. EarthGov is in Australia. They finally used all the comments they got to take over the Earth. So are you guys going to end the Legacies after you get the Near Apocalypse 2009? No, there's 2 like big climactic things that are going to happen in Legacies, and 2009 stuff is one of those 2 things. The second one has to do with that giant ship that keeps coming out of a big red portal in the sky throughout several issues. Okay, we have Argite. Let's see, triplicate girl. What's her planet or whatever? Sure. What the heck? Kargite. Okay, but like what? What's the planet? Is it like Karg or something? Yeah, Karg. Yeah, okay. There we go. So Karg is mentioned, is what I'm trying to say. Is this a reference to like something that happened in the comics? Yes, okay, because here it is attached. It was attached to, well, this picture anyway showed it attached to Triplicate Girl. So, oh, okay. Before his defeat, he managed to kill one of Triplicate Girl's multiple bodies. So this is referencing something that happened in normal comics. So Computo kills Triplicate Girl. Who the heck Googles this? Okay, so this is from a really old comic, I guess. Adventure number 340. Adventure Comics 340. Is that what I'm looking for? Computer the Conqueror. Looks like he's killing the Triplicate Girl thing, just like in that picture. During the attack, one of Triplicate Girl's copies is killed. Okay, so let's see. I don't know what I could call this. I guess it's just other notes, kind of. Reference is made to one of Triplicate Girl's clones dying in Adventure Comics number 340. This is 1966. So in this DCAU timeline, reality, whatever, that also happened, I guess. But it's interesting they talk about that after showing this giant shot of Triplicate Girl's clones and stuff. Okay. Titan. Ugh. So many things. This dialogue mentioned. I thought a couple of new Legion reserves would be just the thing to give the science police a hand. Okay, so Dawnstar and Laurel Kent are, I guess it's kind of a mention by being their costumes referenced. I am digging Hawk Girl's costume, maybe for doing the thing. It's also interesting that she's just maskless here, and that was like a huge deal to see her with her mask off in the end of Wild Cards. So I'm gonna put that as a non-canon thing. Hawk Girl is maskless, despite that being a huge deal at the end of Wild Cards. I guess that isn't necessarily I'm gonna put that isn't necessarily non-canon. Could have been a reveal for the audience more so than for GL, but he certainly acts like it's the first time he's seeing her face. Okay. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think? I think in Wild Cards, that's he makes like a oh holy shit you're hot kind of face as he's taking the mask off. Like if he's just right here with her. Yeah, although he's also meeting the Legion of Superheroes that he'll meet again. So. Let's see. The end of 09 is Act 3, but there's an Act 4. Yeah. James, did you know that in the Batman 2021 movie he say, "I am vengeance"? I have seen the trailer, yes. Don't blame me. The bulk of my comic book knowledge comes from the DCAU. I don't read comics. The bulk of my comic book knowledge also comes from the DCAU and Marvel stuff from the MCU. It's just, I'm a film guy. That's what I do, animation. I've almost finished writing the end of Legacies Act 1, which gets us past the Return of the Joker flashback. Yeah, which I need to read a lot of those scripts and leave you comments, including one that I will try to get to today or tomorrow. I thought it may be W and DB, but there's a part of me wondering if Batman wasn't just kamikazing the new Watchtower as well. Let's guess the planet. It was Karg with 2 G's. I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Superman. That's true. Superman and Batman were one and the same in that one episode. Composite Superman. That would be a funny thing to do. You ever seen Superman and Batman at the same time? I didn't think so. And then she goes by Duo Damsel. Yeah, I saw that while I was Googling stuff. That's a little interesting. James, if you start an OnlyFans, it's probably going to be lewd fan art of James. Yeah, I'll draw myself. The database I've waited 5 years for. Always drawn with a low brow. To be fair, Shayera is definitely attractive. Yeah. I would say Hawk Girl's hair color is more blonde than orange. Yeah, it's a little weirdly colored, but in this panel it looks more orange than it does here. It's like too light almost. This almost looks like that same problem Monica was having where this page was delivered wrong or something, but these are all for physical. There was no digital comic releases. Is it possible this issue takes place after Wild Cards? That's a good point. It could, but we'll rewind time here at the end from 2980, and I don't think it works, but we'll find out in a minute. Okay. Green Lantern Corps is mentioned. By the way, thanks for sticking around through the notes. I've noticed we've not really dropped off from viewership, so very, very shui of you to hang out with me here for a little bit. Although I understand once we get to the art part, if that deviates a little bit, deteriorates a little bit is what I meant to say, and they're not allowed on Earth. Okay, so Kid Quantum. Kid Quantum refers to the Green Lanterns not being allowed on Earth, which references, I'm gonna have to find it again. I know we've looked this up before. Green Lantern Corps. I can't remember the reason why they are not allowed in the future. Okay, why is the Green Lantern Corps gone in the future? Cannot remember. It probably doesn't take place after Walker. I promised anyone who stuck around a chance to see a picture of your pet King Cobra. Oh, well, that makes sense. What in the world? James, will you guys cover the Green Lantern Corps' absence in the future in Legacies? I don't know. There are so many things I would like to do in Legacies, but at the same time, you know, we are but a handful of dudes who are not being paid to make this comic. It's just of our own will. It's just for fun. So in the end, it's gonna kind of just come down to like what we feel like is the most important stuff. It'd be fun to tackle stuff like that, but we're not. we are going to be visiting the Legion of Superheroes, but we're not necessarily going to stick around there very much. You know, I can't remember. Of course, I'm going off a CBR article about this that, you know, who knows how accurate that actually is. No, that's not what I want. No, I don't want Legion, the character. Grant Morrison explains why. Okay. Well, this might not actually be. I'm trying to find. You know, I know there's something that there's like an actual older comic that explains it, but I can't think of it. References. I'm just gonna do a question mark so I don't waste any more your time, and I can find it later. Okay. I mean, yeah, also Hawkgirl does say, like, you know, what do you think about love, Hawkgirl? And she says, simple. I don't. So if this is after Wild Cards, why would she be like, fuck that? Green Lantern sucks! I feel like that would be a thing that she'd mention. Also, this is, April 2004, and Wild Cards aired December 2003. So it already happened. It was probably out before they made this issue, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say with these when they're actually set. If we ever do try to figure out like a timeline for this comic, it'll probably have to be assumed that these are all in chronological order. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issue numbers. Just to have a starting point, because most of them don't have anything to really go off of. Okay. Hera is mentioned. Do that every time she says that. There does seem to be some hint of GL and Hawkgirl romance in that Just Us issue, but that's also kind of present the whole series. Yeah. Have I ever drawn Freakazoid? Not like in a manner of worth posting anywhere, but I've doodled in Freakazoid before. Everything is controlled by computers. Ta-ta, ladies. Okay. I don't know what Kid Quantum's powers are. I think in the Fatal 5 movie, he was just kind of doing some zippy zaps, but I don't know what they were doing. Well, I do have a 12th level intelligence. I am on the 12th level intellects podcast. There's this kid this kid, but I don't know who this kid's supposed to be. They don't say his name at all. He was here at the start. They say, today these valiant youths are playing host to the winner of the Legionnaire for a Day contest. I wonder if that is ever a thing. Legionnaire for a Day, DC. Yeah, this is not anything. DC Comics. Sometimes it thinks I want Washington, D.C. I never do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, Ty Templeton's got these the finger lumps. That's prime Ty Templeton. Okay, I'll just go back to they don't name the kid. I don't think. But you're right, he was wearing Matter Eater Lad colors. So I don't know. I mean, it's the right colors, but it's not necessarily the right shape. Someone else has those shoulder loop things, and I can't think of who that is. Another kind of, am I thinking of like Rip Hunter or something? It's gonna just show me all these pictures from the TV show. Not a ton. Okay. There's someone that has, yes, I think this is who I'm thinking of. But I doubt that it's supposed to be Rip Hunter. The similarities are a little interesting, though. Are you guys hearing music, by the way? I turned it down from last time. I ask this every time because I'm always paranoid that it's not playing. But what was I just saying? Okay, yeah. So there's this Rip Hunter costume that looks a lot like what the kid is wearing. Ted, if you're still here, does Rip Hunter exist prior to the Legion of Superheroes, after Legion of Superheroes, same time as Legion of Superheroes? I don't remember. It could be Rip Hunter. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's very similar looking. It would be funny if that's what they were going for. I'm going to do DC Wiki and Justice League Adventures. This is issue 28. Oh, that reminds me. These costumes, and this future state thing, most of them are friggin' sick. Like, I like them a lot. And I kind of want to do, like, DCAU versions of them, but I don't have enough time. And there's not enough time in the world. I really wish I could do some of those, because that would be fun. But it is what it is. Justice League Adventures 28. Yeah, they don't have the kid, I don't think, listed at all. So, I don't know. I'll put like contest winner kid, and then do like Rip Hunter. If only this was a definitely canon comic, it'd be fun to do like a Vanishing Point style video of like, is this Rip Hunter? What is going on? You could maybe ask Ty Templeton. Okay, I gotta get back to the page that I was on. I think it's this one here. Yeah, okay. Successfully defeated Kilgore. Okay, and then we have so Ella Deitman. So they tell Kilgore about how what he's doing is bad, and I guess that just changes his heart or whatever. Like, for some reason I was thinking that maybe he went back in time, but no, he's still in the future at the end here. So if he had gone back in time and decided like, oh, I'm gonna help technology or something, then that would actually like change this Legion of Superheroes future. But he stays in the future. The League just goes back and knows that the Legion of Superheroes exists, which should butterfly effectify things to where maybe the Legion doesn't exist, but who knows? It's never... Nothing like this ever works out perfectly. Cosmic Treadmill, though, is here. Later it says GLs are banned from Earth because of Universo, a bad GL who's a Legion adversary. Maybe note down the visual resemblance and other notes with a question mark next to it. Just yeah, I'm just doing that, what I did. Hunter had his own series called Time Masters and later retconned to be Booster Gold Sun. Okay, well, we'll see what if that ever is answered. Okay. See, I thought when he says, but we got to get back in time, that when he gets back, he was going to go, so, like, finish the sentence. But okay, 976 years earlier. Oh, no, hang on. First, I got to add in the Atom to this list of the Atom. Oh, my God, the Atom. Oh, my God, the Atom. Oh, my God, mentioned. And, yeah, okay. Who is this? Who's this boy? What are these background things here? This just says jetpack. Oh, there's little kids playing outside. I thought it was someone dying. This just says, so we got jetpack, we got future Black Manta, and we got Winter Soldier's arm. Is that right? You know, the whole hot girl not thinking about love thing also wouldn't hold up to the fact that she's engaged to Rotalic before the beginning. But yeah, she's still lying, I guess. Oh my gosh, I gotta figure this stuff out. Okay, so this statue here is somebody. Is this like Superboy? It almost looks like it. He's got like a Superman kind of hair, cape, trunks. Is there a Legion of Superheroes dude that looks like this? Let me see if I can zoom in on this a little better for y'all. She hadn't seen him in 5 years. Yeah. Okay. I really feel like that's who that's supposed to be, but there's no boot lines. They made sure to do all the other lines, and then the cape also isn't quite right. It goes up to the neck. So is there a Legion member that has a costume like this? God damn, I don't want to do this. Legion of Superheroes members. We had to do this like 20 times for that video. That whole part where Ted is talking about it being invisible lad or whatever, or invisible kid. That was a real conversation. It was funny to include. Is there anyone with a cape here? Like a man boy cape? Oh, maybe it. I guess it could be Mon-El. Maybe it's boy lad. Yeah, it could be boy lad. I was thinking more lad boy, but I don't know. There's a movie about the one character from the DCAU. Who will it be? And I guess we'll have to find out. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna say this statue of Mon-El, and then put a question mark. Legion of Superheroes villains, because I'm kind of guessing that's what those things are. Oh, Mordru. Oh, there we go. Starfinger. Of course. Why didn't I know about Starfinger? There he is. God. Starfinger. I'm gonna do mentioned. And then this could actually it might be an arm from Metallo looking dude from the Fatal Five. I don't remember his name. Oh my goodness. What's the Fatal Five people's names? I already forgot. Validus. Is it Validus? Validus DC. Nope, Validus is the giant guy. Validus, Persuaders, this is the axe guy. Tharok, thank you, that's what it is. Is it? Yeah, it's probably, I'm gonna guess, Tharok's arm. Definitely looks similar. And then a jetpack is also here. I'll do jetpacks, because that'll be included in the... Okay, and then the Cosmic Treadmill. Wow, my dad, Booster Gold Green Lantern, is not going to believe this. What if he had said that? What if he'd said, my dad, Green Lantern, is not going to believe this? Like, even Booster Gold's kid still thinks he's Green Lantern. Okay, 976 years earlier. Let's friggin' do this. We got 2980 minus 976. Drum roll. 2004. Bitch ain't canon. Present day is 976 years earlier, 2004. So that'll also go under non-canon. Okay. Yeah, this Batman pose right here looks like it'd be straight out of like Adventures Continue. Like that has a very Ty Templeton thing to it. Also, the Flash looks very Ty Templeton. It makes me wonder if like some of these panels just were drawn by Ty Templeton and or pages were drawn by him and like nobody credited him correctly or something. Starfinger the third member of the Triumvirate of Terror. You got it. No. It's not him. Sounds like they had quite a few ideas, plots ready for the Fatal Five movie. Oh, I would say... Oh, I missed a couple things. Mainly because bad, it seems Susan wants to reprise her role. Yeah, there was some stuff cut out of the movie. There are too many Batman films. There's not enough others to... Yeah. Of the League, I'd like to see more DCAU Flash, but what I'd really want to see is a JL Beyond movie. I also would like to see a JL Beyond movie. I don't know how it's been so long. It's been 20 years or whatever since that episode, so I wonder if it's viable enough of a franchise, whatever you want to say. It's interesting how when they zoom in on this, it almost looks like he's smiling, like it's an evil smile. I thought that's what it was at first, and then it's nope, it's him on a boat like he said he wanted to be. So cool stuff. Anyone I missed in here? I don't think so. There's Booster Gold and his son Rip Hunter. The VR processor. So Reality Bytes, Virtual Reality Center, Reality Bytes. And oh my god. And we also got the VR processor. Okay. I guess that's it because we don't know. These are Reality Bytes technicians, I guess. Reality Bytes technicians. And that is it for this issue in terms of notes. Whew. There's a lot of stuff here. I think that's as far down as I went. Just making things look a little neater here. So again, that helps me stay organized. Okay, so that was that issue, and definitely gonna mark this one in red because it did not work with the timeline. More or less, there's the date thing, which we're gonna have to finagle dates around if we want to make Adventures Continue work anyway. So sometimes that kind of stuff is like, well, if something presents itself as saying that it's this year, then maybe it is that year and we need to rework stuff. But then there's the whole just Green Lantern just met Brainiac 5, and then later he's like, who the hell's Brainiac 5? So yeah, throw it in the blender. Speaking of, I guess I might as well mention to you 13 people that are here, because you are the privileged who get to hear behind the scenes information because you tune in to the Twitch streams. for Willet Cannon stuff, the next one that I am doing, hopefully in January or February at the latest, because we do have December filled up already, is going to be a Scooby-Doo Batman crossover Willet Cannon. Like, you know, every time Scooby-Doo has met Batman, but there's also been plenty of DC Comics characters meeting Scooby-Doo that aren't Batman. And it came from the Godzilla Mendoza video recently, where he calls us out asking if the Scooby-Doo and Guess Who version of Batman is the DCAU Batman. And a bunch of people on Twitter were like, oh, you have to actually do that. And we've been looking for a way to do another Willet Cannon that can be part of the story but isn't going to necessarily interrupt what we're wanting to do with the story. So, the last we left off with Data James, he was just about to escape the Willet Cannon program at the end of the Teen Titans Willet Cannon video. So, we'll see where it goes from there. I've already got it figured out in my head, so I just got to write it all out, and I've been taking notes on all those Scooby-Doo crossovers and stuff. So yeah, there's a little bit of info for you. I don't know if it got canceled or not. I wasn't watching it at all, the Guess Who show, and but the IMDb has it like the first 2 seasons, and then it has like season 3 listed as a thing that's coming up, but I haven't seen any news about it or what's going on with that. So I don't know. I want the adventures to continue to be canon. I want parts of it to be, but we'll find out when we do that. That was going to be the next Willet Cannon, and then they announced the holiday special coming out, and I asked Monica Cabina, like, so is that the end? Is there going to be more after that? And she was, oh, I can't tell you. So I don't know if that means there's going to be more after that, and she's not allowed to say because it's not been announced, or if just in general she's not allowed to tell me that sort of information. So who knows? It will happen. The BTAC wick, but in due time. Yeah, if you consider Legacies to be the only canon thing, then you'll have no problems. All right, so I'm going to do another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to draw a character. I'm leaning toward one of the Daxamites, probably the girl, because I think that would be fun to do, like the Power Girl style character design. But then there's also someone suggested Reverse Flash, and someone else suggested, oh god, what was it? Oh no, I think it was the Daxamite person. So how about that? Decide between those two. Are we doing Daxamite girl, or are we doing Reverse Flash? And I will be right back. What did we decide? The only thing canon is Legacies. I'll vote for Daxamite. James wants to draw Power Girl. Do not upset James with your Thon meme. The man in the yellow suit. Okay, that's 1 and 1. Daxamite, that's 2-1. I think Scooby-Doo crossover, they draw Batman in that style because it's easy to draw, maybe. I feel like no one will get my reference. I don't know who JJ is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. The only JJ I know is Tim Drake in Joker form. Reverse Flash +1. That's 2 and 2. Who's gonna break the tie? I do want to. I will. I eventually do those Legion disguises. So someone has to break the tie for either Daxamite Girl or Reverse Flash. Those are the options. Reverse Flash is going to be super easy because I'll just basically trace over the top of the Min SQ design. But either is good. Either is fine with me. Reverse Flash. Okay, that is the winner. But we'll get to the other ones. Oh, we got 2 for Reverse Flash. Okay, so Reverse Flash clear winner here. But we'll get to Air Body at some point. Maybe after I'm done with these comics, eventually I can just do only the art streams. I don't know. Something. Oh yeah, we should look at what the next issue is going to be after this. And wherever I'm at 2:30, I'll cut the stream and I'll post the art later after we're done with our interview call. So I want to make sure I'm all ready for that. Curse you, Thon foiled again. Yep, sorry, Bob. Yeah, what's next? What's the next issue after 28? So we're on 29. It is. Oh, speaking of composite Superman, you got this guy. Split Decisions by 3 people that never do these comics. Got John Jones fighting a dinosaur. Everyone's split in half. Man, this looks dope. Okay, anyway. Well, this went from... Oh, no, that was April. Okay, I was thinking it went from February to May. Like, they just didn't have issues then. But okay, Reverse Flash Justice League Adventures. Because when we did search for Kronos before... a clearer image of his design came up, which makes me wonder where that came from, because I only know the really tiny, terrible looking one. Let's do Min SQ. Maybe Min SQ Justice League Adventures. Is this gonna bring anything up? I wonder where World's Finest got that character sheet of those characters. Oh look, it's me. Oh look, it's me. Because, you know, it had to come from somewhere.
Any ideas?
Well, not looking lucky here. So let's just do this. Justice League got backstage, I think. Miscellaneous images. There we go. There he is. Copy this image. It was me, Barry. I voted for myself in DCAU stream. James is Batman, talking about Mordrew. I always win. Flash. A fusion of Wonder Woman and Hawkgirl. I think we should vote for that next week. Isn't Reverse Flash just that one group shot in the Kronos issue? No, he does stuff in that issue, but yeah, I believe that's his only appearance so far. Okay. Honestly, I want to see James's take on Power Girl in the DCAU. It would be influenced by outside sources because Tim Levins already did a Power Girl design for the Capstone books, and there's already also a Power Girl in the Justice League Unlimited comics. So, you know. difficult, I suppose. I'm going to reference the issue, though, to make sure that I don't mess up how his face looks, because that's the most important part. Couldn't you just take the Flash character model and recolor it? I suppose I could, but if he's already got an actual character model, I'm going to use that. Justice League Adventures, number 6. As played by Trisha Helfer on the Encyclopedia Galactica. I'm going to go into the issue. Yeah, so here he did some stuff. Eobard Thawne. It does look like he's basically just Flash, like he's his face anyway. Let's see if there's any better shot of him. Okay, so he's got the little lip mark. And here he's got the lip mark, as in like having a lip, not the Wally West face. Has like a line like down, like he's got an underbite or something. But okay, so oh my gosh, no. So his eyes are just black, but I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like he has like red pupils, kind of like the Joker's eyes in New Batman Adventures, are just, you know, dots. It's like fully black. Is that really what they went with? Is just because it's reverse of fully white eyes? I guess so. Okay. Works for me. You know, some of I did this before where I kind of changed it a little bit from what he's actually got going on here, but I'm just going to keep it as close as possible here. Just smoothing things out for the most part with this one. Tidying it up. So I guess we're really just going with completely black eyes. For some reason I was thinking he had like a red pupils of sorts, but it does not seem like it. See, it's during this part of the stream that you can pretty much ask me whatever. We can talk about whatever, to an extent. I'm open to most conversation, but you know, if I deny you an answer, don't be sad. Did he have a nose mark? Oops, that's what I'm trying to do. Couldn't you? Okay, I was hoping Galatea would survive, redeem herself, and then take the Power Girl mantle. Power Girl came from somewhere. Galatea redeemed is certainly a reasonable possibility. When James traced over the designs, it looks so much better than the actual design. Thank you, Greg. I wonder where people even get these designs because I can never find them anywhere. Well, the world's finest website where I got this one from has been around since 1998, I think. With, I'm just gonna give it one because it kind of looks weird without it. Since the shows, were on the air, and God, is he smiling or not? I really can't tell. I feel like not. I'm gonna make him not. Anyway, there's his crotch. So they, there's all sorts of stuff all over the internet that can. God, it's hard to do this and talk at the same time. All sorts of behind-the-scenes DCAU stuff all over the internet if you know the right places to look. The Watchtower database website that we've been working on forever will theoretically be just, the place to go for all of it. And then you won't ever have to think about where do I go to find the storyboards from Superman the Animated Series? Oh, you just go to the Watchtower database website. Where do I go to find the model sheets from Justice League Adventures? Oh, you just go to the Watchtower database website. Not trying to make people stop going to the world's finest website or anything like that. Jim Harvey is a good friend of the channel. But yeah, that's the idea, is for there to be basically like a one-stop shop for all this stuff. Eventually, that is, it'll be a lot easier with a baby in my house, don't you think? Ted, if you're still here, don't you think? Maybe if they ever do a continuation of the JLU show. No, he's not like the Flash at all. It's because James backwards is smidge. That's true. How exactly is this suit different from Wally's? I don't think it is. They couldn't be further from each other. Almost like they're in the reverse. Yeah. Chest, hood, boots, eyes. Why are reverse Flash logo the same? That is a good question. It's not actually a reversed logo. It's just the same logo. Which kind of, we should have mentioned that maybe in the Flash Museum video, but I didn't think about it. That came out a couple Sundays ago. We talked about how the reverse Flash's logo may or may not be on the wall of the Flash Museum in JLU, but it's not in reverse, so it could be Barry Allen's logo but red. It could be the Kid Flash logo without the circle. It could be a number of things. But yeah, that is interesting that he does not have a reversed logo. It's just the logo in red. Like the colors are reversed, but not the costume itself. Save this real quick. Artwork, DCAU designs, JL Adventures, reverse Flash. You should make a couple drawing videos for the YouTube channel. Yeah, maybe eventually. I think you've brought this up before, and I've mentioned I don't consider myself to be like an expert on this art style. I think I'm pretty okay at it, but I feel like if I did like a here's how you do it, that might come off as more egotistic or whatever than it's intended to be. I can definitely show off me drawing more on the channel, but to do like a how to draw Bruce Timm style, I think might be pushing it a little bit. Oops. I don't know what I accidentally did there, but I undid it. You're gonna flip the logo. Yeah, I'm just leaving it exactly how it was in the comic, because that's the point here, is to make these designs like they looked in the comics, in the Justice League Adventures. The proportions on this guy are a little better than they were on Kronos. Kronos had some weird stuff going on. Like his ankles were super, super thin. It's not necessarily a problem if he's Professor Zoom, but it would be. Oh yeah, that That's a good point because the black eyes and stuff. That's more of almost a Professor. Well, he's both apparently. Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. But yeah, Professor Zoom does make a lot more sense with this look. So maybe that's what they were going for here. This is how we're looking so far. I'm kind of wishing I made the lines a little less thick, but can't go back now. It'll be fine. Here is how you draw Batman, then you send it to Bruce. Yeah. What about how to draw James Strecker style that happens to be similar to Bruce Timm style? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably not going to do a how to do it. There was a guy that Ted and I knew from message boards back in the day who's still, I believe Ted and I are both still Facebook friends with him, but I think I blocked from seeing his things he posts because it was getting kind of annoying. But it's a guy who he lives in Australia. He's asked me before how to do can you teach me how to do Bruce DCAU style shading, like coloring, and I'll be like, I mean, there's not really like a rule set. There's not like I can't just come up with then you do this and then you do this. You just gotta look at a bunch of Bruce Timm style stuff and just copy it for forever until you get the hang of it. And he's like, oh, come on, like, we're old friends, you can do this. Like, it's not a thing of me. I'm not refusing it. I just don't think it can happen. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can teach anybody how to, I don't know, how to cell shade. It's a strange thing to ask. So that's why I feel like I don't think I can do any videos of how to draw or how to, I'm not I'm good at teaching you how to marching band. I can teach you how to marching band. I'm not so great at teaching you how to draw stuff. You kind of just gotta do it until it happens. Maybe worth a note in the doc that it's zoomed. Yeah, probably. What was that? Issue number 6. And that's also something that I could probably add in. I've got a video coming up 2 Sundays from now on DCAU, like villains that were referenced but never showed up, and he's one of them, and I talk about his appearance in this issue, so that might be something to take note of. And I might credit you guys. The Twitch crowd. Get people over to the Twitch stream, Looks like Wally West Flash, but a little skinnier, yeah. Professor Zoom and Reverse Flash are both Eobard Thawne, but the eyes are like Zoom. Hunter Zolman. That's a good point. Ignore the fact that Moon would have been like 8 or 9 message board days. Yeah, it's not Moon. It's not anybody. It's on the Discord. A video on how to play the Batman Beyond theme on a marching drum. Yeah, that'll work real well, huh, Bob? You got something. You really onto something there, buddy. redo that last line. Wasn't totally happy with that. There, that's better. Them skinny ankles, you know. Something in Bruce Timm style to really pay attention to is proportions, because they are cartoony proportions, but if you just barely go too far with it, it becomes immediately not good. You know, characters will have these kind of contouring lines like this that express motion just by standing there, you know, which is a really cool aspect. But if you push it too far, then it no longer really fits in the aesthetic. I don't really know how to explain what I'm saying, but I think you might get it. I think you get it. So I do need to. I guess that'll work. I've seen your post on Facebook about what are all these villains in common. I commented on it. Yeah, can't run with thick ankles. Everyone knows that. Yeah. Getting close here. Luckily, you know, this is one of those characters where the entire body, like the entire costume, except for the face stuff, is just like is basically skin tight. Just body shape, so I don't have to worry too much about, oh, is this line going to intersect in the right place? Is this going to look stupid? It works out because I don't have to think too hard about it. Especially since I'm just basically tracing over this. There's not a lot to this one, but that's kind of a nice handicap to this particular stream, because then I get to just get off the call or off the Twitch stream and get onto the Zoom call even sooner. I sure do wonder who it is that the Watchtower Database are interviewing today. It would be trying to think of a good pun that could be a joke on it without giving it completely away, but I don't think there's any way to do that. All right, so we've got the line work done for Mr. Zoom, Professor Zoom, Dr. Zoom. So this is going to be black, this is going to be black, that's black, that's black. I think that's it. Yep. Should be an easy one to color. 2 colors. Black. Done. Although I'll fill in the little pieces that never make it quite all the way with the paint bucket fill. It is not Carl Lumbly. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if any of you had listened to the Michael Rosenbaum Inside of You podcast episode with the Justice League members, but that was a lot of fun. Carl Lumbly has a lot of cool stories to tell, because you don't get to hear from him very often. He's not on social media, really. I mean, he has accounts on social media. I'll tag him and stuff if we do Jean Jones related topics and whatever, but he's basically not on there ever. So it's fun to hear from him. And he seems like a pretty nice, genuine dude. All right, where is the color palette? There it is, always near the bottom. This is yellow, everything's yellow, except for the parts that are red. Yellow, go. Like a banana, like a big old banana. This color yellow just makes me think of the like banana candy. You know what I mean? Like banana flavored, like crunchy hard candy that you'd get in like a quarter machine at a bowling alley. It's a very specific color yellow, but that's what it makes me think of. And again, his shading is going to be, I think, already on there. Yeah, so that's helpful. Change it up a little bit because it's not quite what I would personally do if I was the one to do the shading on this guy. Like, his arm shading's a little bit weird. I don't know. I'll just keep it how it is on here. Why not? I vaguely remember you guys talking to Derek J. Wyatt on Twitter. Did that ever go anywhere? It didn't, because I don't remember who that is. Derek J. Wyatt. Oh, okay, I remember who you're talking about. No, maybe if we do more Teen Titans videos at some point. I also wish we could interview Kevin Conroy. Honestly, I don't think you guys would guess it even if you kept guessing this entire rest of the stream, which is not a lot longer from where we're at right now. So I really don't think it's pretty obscure, which is kind of part of the fun of it. Was not an interview we were expecting to ever do. I will say that. Yeah, we're interviewing Ted Gendrick. You got it. What? Oh. I forgot I have to turn the layer on for it to actually work. Kind of just making some of this up because I feel like there are places where there is not shading where there should be. Getting there. What have we not gotten? That might be all the yellow shading. So now we've just got the red and his skin. Oh, I should have done. I think there's probably lines on his boots on the bottoms. If it's just reverse Wally West. I don't think you can see the boots ever. Maybe in that one where he's unconscious. It's hard to tell there. Nope, you never see him. But I think there are lines there, so I'll add those in when we're done with the red here. James, give us a hint. The guy who voiced Farmer Brown in Critters, Corey Burton. It's neither of those. but one of you is close. And that's probably all I'm going to say. But if one of you actually guesses who it is, I will say yes. No. Yes. Greg got it. Yeah, you can be on the lookout for an interview with Dina Sherman. That's who we're talking to in about 45 minutes. She voiced Emmy Lou Brown on Critters. I'm not joking. That is who we're talking to. She also voiced Tina, Metallo's girlfriend in Superman's Pal. Two of the best DCAU episodes. Everyone thinks so. Everyone thinks so. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. She's only done those two characters, but it was Dan Reba got us into contact with her because she actually contacted Dan wanting footage of the characters that she played on those cartoons for a demo reel, and Dan directed her to me to edit those together for her, and in exchange for that we get to interview her, so she can be added to the list of, I think Susan Eisenberg is the only other cast member that we've interviewed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You might oh no, Phil Lamar. We've talked to Phil Lamar. But yeah, that'll be funny. Someone make sure Maddie has a water bottle to get tongue-tied. Yeah, I know. It was funny though because I asked Maddie if he wanted to do the first round of question writing for the interview, and he said I literally have no idea what I would ask her, because her resume is mostly anime, and it's also mostly background voices in said anime. So, and I emailed her the questions that we came up with to ask her, and she was like, I'm going to have to think about how to answer some of these. So, it'll be interesting to see how that goes, but it's pretty funny. I think that's the next person we get to talk to. We also interviewed another voice actress a few months ago, but that's not going to be able to be released until the story is done, because it's kind of part of it. So it's one of those things where just add it to the list of stuff we can't do until the story's done, Looks like I'm going to finish this guy just in time. So, gotta do the skin. That's right. Skin. Oh yeah, and Will Friedle. Thank you. You should give a shout out on the channel since I got it right. Yeah, maybe. Someone make sure Maddie is Will Friedle was fantastic. You should interview Will Friedle and Matthew Valencia. Oh, and Matthew Valencia. Damn, dude. We've interviewed more voice actors than I can even remember. If you ever get one of the Star Trek people who voice act in the DCU, Mark has to be involved in the interview in some way. Maybe, yeah. I've been trying to get Robert Picardo on. He did a Mazo's voice. I got in contact with his agent, but he is very, very booked for interviews right now, and asked me to check back in 3 months, and that was in September. But I'm gonna guess that December is not gonna be any less busy for the guy, but we'll find out. He also voiced the leader of the Blackhawks in The Savage Time, the World War II episode, and he's the holographic doctor on Star Trek Voyager, which is why I brought that up just now. And can't see it, so I'm just gonna wing it here. Ugh. What happened? What the hell? How did that happen? I think the yellow is probably a little odd looking. So maybe here. And I'll do a little less saturation actually. And I'll do brightness, contrast down. Is that better than before? Do we like that yellow or this yellow? I know it's hard for you guys to tell, especially on this tinted little screen here. I feel like this yellow is a little too bright, but it's a colorful comic book character. I don't know. I think I'll actually leave it how it was. But I think I will... Where am I on here? Oh, no, wrong layer. Yellow. I want the camera filter. Did I get an email from Dina Sherman today? I have not yet. Just making sure, because she was messaging me a lot about like, oh, make sure, I want to make sure that everything's on time and everything. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, there we got Reverse Flash all done. Another one that's was a little bit easier to do because his model sheet just existed. I didn't have to Frankenstein together anything. But sometimes those are more fun just because it's kind of relaxing to just trace over something that's ready for me. But next time maybe we can do Dawn Star Hawk Girl, or we could do where we just talked about the Daxamite Girl or something like that. Oh my gosh, mouse. There we go. You should interview Steve Trevor. I agree. Good luck with the interview. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to hop off now. Thanks for joining me for Justice League Adventures 28 and Drawn Reverse Flash. I'll see you guys next week for issue number 29. And we're getting closer and closer to the birth of my son. So as soon as that happens, I may be taking a few weeks off. We'll see. I hope we can get through Justice League Adventures before that happens. It would be a nice cap off to the series. It was like, you know, good time to take a break. But who knows? Maybe the last couple issues of Justice League Adventures will have a screaming child as a guest star. We'll find out. I'll post this on DeviantArt. DeviantArt.com/JTS Entertainment is where you can find me, watch me over there, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for Ted tomorrow, playing more Adventures of Batman and Robin on Sega Genesis. It's a very difficult game, but we got the streams all smooth now, so that's nice. A little more entertaining to watch. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.